So tell us about yourself. What you've been here for 5 or 6 years now, and
It seems like that, but I came here in 2005.
okay.
And I left Stratford. I was a police officer there for 22 years, and I was a deputy chief, and was looking for a chief of police opportunity, and had seen some, and didn't apply, but saw this one and knew that it even the way it was advertised, what the Police Services Board and the city were looking for fit very well with my skill level. So I applied, and surprisingly or not, got the job.
Yeah, and what really are the duties of the police chief? I mean, we see you in the newspaper and at functions, et cetera, but give the people a bit of an idea of just what your daily
Well, and that's a good
activities are.
question. You know, it's I guess very similar to a business environment, that I'm like the chief executive officer running a small company, and really that's in many ways the way I look at how to be a police chief. My law enforcement experience is good to have from a knowledge base, but really I'm running an organization. So just as a chief executive officer, doing things like this, being the face of the organization, making sure that I'm connected with the mayor and with city council and with the Police Services Board, and doing as much as I can to not only listen to the community about what their needs may be, but making sure that we're providing the services to the community that they're needing and that I believe that they need.
right?
Now you have something that not a great deal of managers have, but it's becoming more popular. You're a graduate of the Rotman School of Business.
Yes, you know, and I've been one of these individuals that is committed to continuous learning. And Rotman, through the OACP, the Ontario Associations of Chiefs of Police, and the University of Toronto, Rotman School of Business, so I am a graduate of that program, and very, very helpful, because it exposed police leaders, the class is about 25, to chief executive officers from different disciplines really across Canada, and to be exposed at that level. And really the focus was CEO, CEO, CEO.
Right.
It was very good.
So do you find in your workday that there's like if it's broken down into percentages, more percent admin rather
Absolutely.
rather than policing?
As my wife's a police officer as well, and with the City Kawartha Lakes Police Service now. And whenever we introduce ourselves and they ask, "What do you do?" I say, "Well, I'm a police officer."
Okay.
And but really, I'm not.
Right.
You know,
right.
I think that's a good description. I like being a police officer. Is very proud. But as I mentioned, my law enforcement function is really zero.
Right.
You know, it's receiving reports from Uniform Division and Operations and Criminal Investigations, and helping to listen to and direct and respond from my experiences. But from a frontline enforcement, I'm not doing that all. I don't. Quite often people say, "Are you off this weekend?" Well, I'm off every weekend.
Yeah.
You know, I'm one of the Monday to Friday types.
Yeah.
But
Well,
you
that's
are on call 24/7, aren't you?
I am.
Yeah, if there's a
Something's happening.
major issue, I mean, you're going to be dragged out and
I am.
got to be there and respond.
Yes, absolutely, I am. And but thankfully, you know, my management style too is I have 2 inspectors within my organization, one on operations, one in support services.
Right.
Then there's a series of sergeants. So we're very careful to make sure that we have a process in place where people are empowered to make decisions.
Right.
And I'm giving them that. And then, you know, if they need to respond to the inspectors and get some direction, but rarely, and knock on wood, and thankfully, my phone doesn't ring very often on weekends or in evenings.
Good.
I get BlackBerry updates about what's happening,
Yep.
but my staff are running the show, and I'm just helping to provide them the support that they need to do that
Great.
job.